Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start this video off by saying that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. That is a statement or a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King. What he meant by that is when you turn and you look the other way, when certain injustices happen to people of another race, at some point it's going to catch up with you as well. Okay, it's a threat to justice everywhere. What we are looking at is a case where a cop literally takes the life of an elderly white male that was wheelchair bound. Took him down with 9 shots, not 8, 9 shots. Now again, the man was in a wheelchair, and for a while they didn't do anything about this. Okay, but I guess when you make enough noise, something has to be done. But the fact that it takes 9 shots, I'm sorry, y'all, that is way too much. It doesn't matter what race the person is. 9 shots to take down a man in a wheelchair, that is ridiculous. Now, of course, his statement was that he was trying to keep the man who had a knife from attacking someone in the Lowe's where he was trying to enter. Now, it wasn't clear on whether or not he was even trying to do that, but this is what the cop stated, that he was trying to make sure he didn't hurt anyone else with the knife that he had in his hand. Apparently, they're saying that the man stole something from Walmart. Anyway, I'm going to let you listen to the report. You'll get more details there. Then I will be right back.
The Tucson Police Department has officially terminated a cop who killed a disabled man, shooting the wheelchair-bound 61-year-old 9 times in the back and side. The killing took place at the end of November in a big-box shopping complex south of downtown in the Arizona city. Officer Ryan Remington, a 4-year veteran of the Tucson Force, was working on a special duty side shift as security for a Walmart store. There, a man named Richard Richards allegedly shoplifted a toolbox. As Richards rolled out of the store in his red mobility device, an employee asked to see his receipt. According to an account offered by the Tucson police, Mr. Richards brandished a knife and said, "Here's your receipt." Officer Remington, having observed that encounter, pursued Richards out of the store and into the parking lot in a slow-speed chase on foot. In a video released by the police, Remington can be heard calling for backup, alleging Richards pulled a knife on me. A second officer soon arrived on the scene, wearing a body camera. As seen on video from that device, Richards was ignoring Remington's orders and rolling toward the entrance of a Lowe's garden center. Remington shouted, "Do not go in the store, sir." When Richards did not obey, Remington suddenly opened fire at close range, shooting 8 times in rapid succession from behind the wheelchair, before firing a 9th shot after a brief pause. Richards can then be seen toppling head first onto the pavement, where he gets handcuffed by Remington. Richards was declared dead shortly thereafter. Tucson Mayor Regina Romero quickly blasted the slaying as unconscionable and indefensible. In a press conference the day after the shooting, Tucson Police Chief Chris Magnus excoriated Remington. "I am deeply troubled by Officer Remington's actions," he said. "His use of deadly force in this incident is a clear violation of department policy and directly contradicts multiple aspects of our use of force training." The chief announced that day that the department had already moved to terminate Officer Remington. That firing did not become official, however, until Wednesday, January 5th, following the conclusion of an extended internal administrative investigation. Remington now has 10 days to appeal his termination, a step Remington's lawyer, Mike Story, said his client will likely pursue. Story held a press conference on December 1st claiming Remington had sought to de-escalate with Richards throughout the encounter, and only decided to shoot because he feared for the safety of a Lowe's employee at the entrance to the garden center. Story insisted the shooting was per policy, adding, "It may be offensive to people, but you know what? Police business is messy at times." The video of the slaying is graphic and disturbing, even by the standards of police killings. Pima County Attorney Laura Conover has opened an investigation into the killing. The video is jarring, Conover said of the footage of the killing in a statement released on December 10, but to date, Remington faces no criminal charges.
Okay, so now the question becomes, are we going to start to see more and more of these types of incidents across the board because people are getting more and more desperate? This man was caught stealing, and what he was stealing wasn't that costly at all, you know. Of course, stealing is wrong. You're not supposed to do that. But when you get to the point where people's lives are being exterminated for something that's less than $20 or $30 or $40, that's ridiculous. Especially when it is stated that this man had a knife. He was in a wheelchair, and it took 9 bullets to stop him. 9? Is that how things are going here in this country and in the world? Is that how things are supposed to be handled? And so, again, it goes back to what Dr. Martin Luther King said, was injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. As the economy worsens, and we go more and more into these perilous times that were prophesied in Scripture, in the Bible, as we go more into those perilous times, are we going to continue to see these types of things happening? Now, I do realize that crime is on the rise, but I just don't see, and I just don't understand and cannot comprehend why a young cop like this felt the need to put 9 bullets inside of an elderly man. Again, it doesn't matter what the man's race is. In playing back the video, he said that it was a white male that he shot. That shouldn't matter. That doesn't matter. The fact that you felt the need to put 9 bullets? And I believe they said rapid fire. Wow. And why is it always the gun with the bullets? Why not the taser? Especially if we're talking about somebody who's in a wheelchair with a knife. To me, wheelchair with a knife doesn't sound like he's a major threat. Somebody can run away from him. You can run away from that kind of person. Anyway, I'm done with this story. This is the kind of stuff that's happening in this country. And just keep your eyes open. It's happening more and more. Okay? More and more. There's always happened. There's always been this type of atmosphere. But it's happening more and more. Which lets you know the direction that everything is headed as we go more and more into perilous times. Okay, because this is what they consider a hero in blue, in the comment section, remember to keep it tight and keep it right, because they don't like you saying too much, if you know what I mean. It doesn't matter what color his victim was, because he's a man in blue, you have to keep it tight and keep it right. Y'all understand? Until next time. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share and like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.